Good afternoon, guys. This is Ivan Omara. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made earlier this morning. Yeah. Ivan, when you plan your Zanus trilogy, of course I will. Before I even start the process of Zanus, me and VJ are gonna go over the whole book, and we're gonna take notes for each of the volumes. Stuff we should add, stuff we should change, what the characters are like. I'm gonna print out all the pictures of what I'm thinking of for the characters, that Delving and Annabelle, Pennywise the Clown, Black Phone, and that other picture I showed you or clip I showed you in my Airtap documentary. That way you show them how to leave those pictures on what they know. And I give them an idea from my world, like that Chromecast picture or something like that for the veiling of the North and the South, but make it original. Don't copy Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'm all prepped. As if you don't plan your trilogy, Ivan, your story could be a mess, obviously. You don't want to make the same mistake that Disney made with Star Wars, right? Yeah. As Disney didn't plan the sequel trilogy, guys, which is shocking to me. You purchase the biggest IP in the entertainment industry and you don't even plan out your trilogy. You just have J.J. Abrams make his movie and you don't even have a plan for the second and third movie. You just have Rian Johnson do his own thing, and that's why Rise of Skywalker was a mess of a movie. Obviously, the plot was all over the place because J.J. Abrams couldn't fix Rian Johnson's Last Jedi. Last Jedi division, right? Last Jedi is what started the whole mess, man. That's what split the fan base, obviously. Well, half the fans liked it, the other fans didn't like it. Yeah. Because Rian Johnson's a polarizing director. He likes to take risks. And he even admitted in an interview when he was younger that he likes to make a movie whereby half the fans like it, the other fans don't like it. Obviously, because Rian Johnson's obviously he's weird, that guy. He's very weird. Don't do that for Zayn Cyber, otherwise you can get a mess of a trilogy, right? I'm gonna plan my whole trilogy, obviously with BJ. We'll do the board meetings with Peter and Mel. Yeah, I'm all prepped for the movie. So Peter and Mel won't be winging it for Zanus. No, they're gonna be all prepped because they had 3 years of pre-production, and they co-wrote the screenplay with me, and they took their director's notes, so they're prepped for every scene. There's nothing wrong with improvising during production. If someone comes up with a better idea, Peter can make that change during production. Obviously, my point is he has everything planned out. He's not lost. He's not winging it. He has an idea for every scene. Carson, Sarah. Yeah. 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 That's not because I can't wait for this movie, man. This is gonna be a masterpiece, I know. This is gonna be better than Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I don't think it's better than Lord of the Rings. No, Ivan, seriously, man, this is a masterpiece, Ivan. This is gonna be better than my Lord of the Rings trilogy, Ivan. I know, Peter. You're looking at a masterpiece. Mel told me that too. Yeah, Ivan, this is better than Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings and My Passion of Christ. I know, Mel. Looking at a masterpiece, man. For saying this. Yeah. Looking at a masterpiece. Yeah. Well, VJ be working hard. Well, yeah, she will. Yeah, don't worry about it, baby. I'm gonna help you out a lot, Ivan. Don't worry about Ivan. I'm gonna help you, Ivan. You want to take your notes for your 3 volumes? Yeah, VJ. Every day, let's go over the book for a good hour and 20 minutes. We take notes, 2-3 pages of notes of stuff we should change and add in the movie that we're prepped for when the movie's greenlit, and we hire our star Hollywood directors, either Mel or Peter, right? Sarah. That's why Peter Jackson's agent and Mel Gibson's agent are going to call my office immediately. Their agent will tell them, yeah, don't worry about it. We're going to call the office and try and get you the job as a star director. If Ivan's willing to pay you that, man, his company blows out of the water. You guys don't make this in Hollywood. Yeah, Peter doesn't make that kind of money in Hollywood. Yeah. That's why I told you, even though my company is an independent film studio, it's not associated with Hollywood, it's a better company than Hollywood because I'm putting out bigger budget movies. I can pay all these guys way more money than what they make in Hollywood. I have deep pockets, man. Deeper pockets in the Hollywood companies. Yeah. Well, I mean deep pockets. I mean liquidation. Like me and Vijay actually have like tens of billions in cash in our bank, so we have deeper pockets than the Hollywood companies. The Hollywood companies have billions in their bank too, but a lot of that is stock, and the Hollywood companies have like huge debts to pay, man. They're like tens of billions in debt, man. So in that sense, they don't have the kind of money me and VJ. VJ don't have any debts. We actually have billions in cash in our bank. We can pay the Hollywood actors more money than what they make in Hollywood, and the directors too. And we can fund our movies for more money because me and VJ have the keys. So better technology for the movies, man. Better than even Hollywood, man. Skyforce is like Hollywood on steroids. It blows out the water. Yeah. Yeah. So it is pretty crazy, Ivan. Yeah, it is. Like, it'll finally hit me. Yeah, all these Hollywood actors who I signed, who I'm paying them their fucking salaries, are famous people who I grew up watching when I was like a poor bum. These are famous actors who were in like big budget movies and television shows, and I'm paying these guys their fucking salary. I'm a fucking boss man with VJ. You meet your boss. He's like, yeah, Ivan, we're the boss, man. Like, we're paying all these guys their salary. I know VJ, we're boss. You think VJ will push for lower salaries? Yeah, she might. Yeah, I mean, I saw your videos. Like, the amount of money you want to pay the Hollywood actors, that's too much, Ivan. Like, just pay them their base. We don't have to give them our royalties. I'm like, no, VJ, it doesn't hurt to give them a piece of the royalties. That way they work harder for us. Considering we're going to make our tens of millions on the movie merchant game, doesn't hurt to give them a small piece of it, VJ. Don't be greedy, I'm sorry. And if you want our company to blow out of the water and have them work harder for us, give the A-listers a piece of the royalties. But if their agents get greedy and they want a bigger chunk of it, we have to be strict and say, no, I'm not going to have these guys dupe me and overpay them, Sarah. I'm going to keep saying this, Ivan. Watch out for the greedy managers and agents in Hollywood. They're greedy, man. Even Peter Jackson's agent will push for more money. I'm going to be strict and say, no, this is enough for Peter. I'm not paying more money, guys. 1.3 billion for Peter is enough. I'm not paying him anymore for the movie contract. It's enough. Yeah, as my star director, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, why are you paying Peter $1 billion? That way I keep him happy and he works even harder for me. I get a better movie. I know what I'm doing. And he's big too. He's worth almost $2 billion, Peter. He's a multi-billionaire, that guy. That's why what? I'm paying him that money. That way what? I keep Peter happy and Mel Gibson happy and they work really hard for me. Yeah. Yeah. Will Peter's agent accept Riddle? Yeah, he will. Peter doesn't make that in Hollywood. Peter Jackson does not make that in Hollywood. Yeah, I only made like $250 million for Lord of the Rings. People tell me that he's making way more for my movie. He'll work harder for me. I know what I'm doing. Sign a $1.6 billion deal, Peter. A huge deal. Because Peter's greedy, he wants a bigger cut of that, obviously. He's a greedy pig, Peter. I'm like, Peter, this is enough. I'm not going to pay you more money. Stop being greedy, Peter. So I'm saying, all right, I'm just messing with you. That's not money for me. Sign me up. Yeah, Peter signs that contract. I take him out to dinner. He's my chosen star director. Or Mel Gibson. He signs his mega deal, and Mel Gibson's my chosen star director for the movie. Yeah. Yeah. As well as that, man. I'm like, no, John, you get 10. I'm not paying you 20. Stop being greedy, John. You're not worth 20. Yeah. But his agent might push for 15, 20 for John. I'm like, no, guys. John gets 10 million of the film profits. That's enough for him. I'm not paying more money. That's what he's worth. I'm not paying more than that, man. Because John will be worth probably 15, 16 million by then, 17 million. So 10 million is around the range he's worth for my movie. That's enough. I'm not paying more money. So I like a 25, 26, 27, 28 million deal, John. 26, 27 million deal, John sign. That's a mega deal for him. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. Yeah. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, your company blows out of the water. Like for Force Awakens, I made like 300K, and for Rise of Skywalker, I made like my $1.7 million, Ivan. And John's making like his 27 million for his combined earnings for my Zane's movie. It's not a mega deal. That's where Oscar Isaac and John Daisy really are going to be envious of John, because they don't make that in Hollywood, those guys, right? Oscar Isaac and John probably make their 3, 4, 5 in Hollywood, 6 if they're lucky. Daisy really probably peaks at 3 million and 3.5 million in Hollywood, but she's like a hybrid rising star A-list actor like John Boyega. That's how much those guys make right in Hollywood. And John signed his mega like 27 million deal. Yeah, Sky Source blows out the water. Yeah, man. That's something you reach our boss, obviously. Yeah. He's like, yeah, even like all these Zayna stars sign like huge deals, and it's all peanuts. I mean, yeah, VJ, it's all peanuts compared to how much money me and you are making. We're gonna make like our 50 billion VJ off the Zayna's brand, so their contracts are peanuts. Yeah, but all the Hollywood actors in my 7 team and Peter, they're taking a good like I don't know 1.456 billion of me and VJ's money, and the rest we take obviously. Peter's taking the majority of it. He's taking 850 of the pie, and the Hollywood actors are getting the peanuts. But like, if you have 35 actors and they're all getting on average 10 plus million in royalties, that's like 3. Yeah, they're taking like about 1.4. You also have the 7 team, the presidents. Yeah, like taking like 1.5 billion, 1.6 billion of me VJ's money. So me and VJ make 50 billion off the Zanus brand. Amazon takes 5 billion of that. Sorry, if me and VJ make like 30, let's say 30 billion off the movie and the merch, Amazon takes 3 billion of that. That's 27 billion, and another like 1.6 billion went to Peter and all the actors in the 17 for the royalties. And me and VJ made 25 billion. And the rest went to the other guys, obviously. But we're still taking the majority of the money, right? Yeah. That's what I'm going to tell VJ. We need to be generous to Hollywood actors. We're going to make so much money off our movie merch in game. Doesn't hurt to pay these guys a lot of money. VJ. Okay, I that's what you're saying. Now where our client goes all the water. Yeah, VJ. Now they work hard for us. It's pocket change, VJ. It's peanuts or contract. I know why it's peanuts. Yeah, it's peanuts, VJ. Peanuts. Yeah. That's why the Hollywood actors agents want a bigger cut of that pie. Because they know it's in the tens of billions. Yeah, if we know you VJ are gonna make like your 50 billion off your Zane's, but we want a bigger cut of that money. I'm not paying these guys money, I'm not gonna have these guys do me. That's what they're worth, guys. They're puny and small compared to me VJ. That's why they're not making the kind of money me VJ are making, guys. Like duh. That's why we're making way more than them. We're the boss. Here we go. Sarah? Yeah, even though we're making a lot of money, man, I and VJ are taking all the money, man. They're making their fucking tens of billions, man. Yeah, they're making way more than us. Yes, guys, because we're the boss, and we're much bigger than you guys. We're God. Don't hate us. I'm saying, yeah, that's why we're making way more than you. There you go. So the Hollywood actors could be a bit envious about that, a little bit. Like even though they know they're making a lot of money, they're not making the kind of money me and VJ are making, right? We're making way more than all those guys for the Zane's project. Yeah, John signed a mega 27 million deal. Yvonne Jode signed like a 17 million deal. Ariana Grande signed like her 40 million deal. Don Cheadle signed like his 30 million deal. Idris Elba signed like his 30 something million deal. They're making a lot of money, but they're not making the kind of money me and VJ are making because they're puny and small compared to me and VJ. That's why we're making way more than them. They go. Yeah. People get envious about money, man. Because everyone in this world wants to make more money for themselves, right? No amount of money is ever enough. Everyone in this world wants to get richer, make more money. And all the Hollywood actors, they know me and VJ signed a huge deal with Amazon, man. It's a huge deal. Like a $30 billion deal, $35 billion deal, man, for the movie and the merch. And probably another 15, 20 billion off the game we're going to make. So it's like a 55 billion deal. It's a huge deal. Even perhaps more. Maybe 70, maybe 80, even $100 million. It's a huge deal. The deal we just signed with Amazon, right? It's a huge deal. Yeah. Well, and how much money do you think you'll make off the Zane's brand? Probably 50 to that 100 billion range I'm going to make off the Zane's brand around there, right? Yeah. I'll either make 50 or I make maybe 60, 70, or I might even make 100 billion with VJ off the movie merchant game. It's a $100 billion deal. That's why I'm very generous with the Hollywood actors because I know me and VJ signed a huge deal. As the amount of money Peter and all the actors are making in our 7 team is peanuts. It's all peanuts, man. That's why I'm making sure the actors get paid VJ. That way they're happy and they're not pissed off. Considering me and you are making way more than VJ, right? Because we're the boss right now. VJ's like, yeah, Ivan, it's peanuts. Yeah, I know VJ, it's peanuts. The amount of money the actors are making. We're making way more than that. Because we're the boss, right? That's how it works, right? Yeah. 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 Take a hot shower after this. I'll show you guys. Yeah. That's why the games want you enjoy your money. Yeah, because they know I'm going to make that kind of money. I'll sell to them. Yeah, if Ivan doesn't sell to us, he'll make us tens of billions off his brand. Yeah, well, 50 to 100 billion off the Zane's brand. But even if me and VJ make 100 billion off the Zane's brand, it's not the tens of trillions you're making. You're just greedy. 30 trillion, 100 billion compared to 30 plus trillion is peanuts. It's still pocket change. Yeah, Ivan, it's still pocket change. I'm a greedy pig. I don't want you being that rich, VJ Ivan, making like your 50, 60, 70, 100 billion off the Zane's brand. Yeah. Because the gates are greedy. Obviously. That's why VJ's like, cheers, Ivan. I'm saying we signed that mega deal with Amazon. I'm saying like, yeah, VJ, it's a huge deal. Yeah, Ivan, this is like a 50 plus billion deal. I know, VJ, it's a huge deal, man. 50, 60, 70, even $100 billion deal for me, VJ, for the Zane's movie. Obviously. That's why I'm generous with the actors, because I know I'm going to be making that kind of money off me and VJ's brands for a movie. That's why I'll tell VJ, don't be cheap. Give the A-listers a piece of the royalties. That way you keep them happy and they work hard for you and they get paid a lot of money. But if their agents and managers get greedy and they want a bigger chunk of that, We have to be strict and say, no, we're not going to pay these guys more money. I'm not going to have these guys do me. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. All right, do you think Last Jedi is a terrible movie? No, it's not a terrible movie. It's just not a great Star Wars. The movie's not bad. It's not like a garbage movie. It's a pretty good movie. But for a Star Wars movie, it's not great, right? That's my point. Because Ryan Johnson is a polarizing director. He likes to make movies whereby he splits the fan base, and that's what he did for Last Jedi. He purposely made that movie, and he split the fan base by doing that. Because he's weird, that guy. Yeah, and it's because of Last Jedi, Star Wars is in the state that it is today, obviously. Because after Last Jedi, that's when Star Wars went downhill from there. As Disney was supposed to make Star Wars movies every year, but after Solo flopped, Bob Iger pulled the strings. He said, "Okay, guys, no more. We're not gonna make movies every year." They decided to do shows instead of movies, and that's why Star Wars is in the state that it is today. Obviously, is because of Last Jedi. Disney did not plan out the sequel trilogy. They just made Force Awakens, and then Kathleen Kennedy just gave Ryan Johnson the keys to the kingdom. Yeah, Ryan, do whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter if it contradicts Force Awakens. Make your Star Wars movie. And he made that polarizing movie, and look at the state that Star Wars is in today. Obviously, there we go. That's why, Ivan, you have to plan your Xenos trilogy. That's why I'm gonna have VJ help me take the notes. We go over Volume 1 and 2, and VJ will help me take notes. Stuff we should add, change for the movie. I'll purchase a MacBook. VJ will help me. Yeah, I'm gonna help you, sweetie. Yeah, we only have to. Let's go over the book for like an hour and like an hour a day, VJ, and then we take notes for another like hour. We work on it 2 hours a day while we're on vacation, and VJ will help me take notes for the movie. Yeah, I'm like, holy shit, VJ, you're creative. Yeah, I mean, VJ's creative like me. Yeah, she helps me out. She has all these good ideas. Yeah, what if we do this? And she helps me out, VJ. VJ will help me considering where I differ, man. I fucking saved her ass, man. I made all these billions for me in her. That's why she'll help me, obviously. Because I saved her fucking ass, right? Sarah? Yeah. So once you see Ivan and VJ trying with George, yeah, the whole world knows Ivan is playing his guy's name with George. Yes, that's the cue when you see me training with George, right? Oh my god, Ivan's training with George and VJ. Oh my, George is helping him plan his film skills guy's name, and yes. And all the Hollywood actors like, holy shit, Ivan's actually doing it, man. He's starting that film studio. Holy shit. And all the agents, yeah, guys, once it's over business, we're all going to call. Don't worry about it, guys. And all the agents call. Oh, it's crazy, man. Yeah, man. It's crazy. They all went out, right? Yeah, man. This is your ticket out of Hollywood. Ivan needs to pay you more, guys. And you're going to be world famous movies out with him. And this is your ticket out. We're all going to call. And all the agents and managers call my office, man. Hundreds of agents calling. It's crazy, man. Because they all want to be a part of that Amazing Stories dance, right? They're all calling. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So Ivan, Scottish Entertainment is an independent film studio. Of course it is. It's not associated with Hollywood. Any film studio that's not associated with Hollywood or Bollywood is considered independent, obviously. So my studio is independent from the Hollywood system, but it's better than Hollywood because I'm putting out bigger budget movies and I can pay the Hollywood actors more money than even what they make in Hollywood. So it's better than Hollywood. It's Lucasfilm on steroids, right? Pretty much, right? George Lucas, old Lucasfilm on steroids, yeah. Because Lucasfilm, even though it was a big film studio, it wasn't better than Hollywood. As George Lucas peaked at about 100 million for his movies. So it was a big studio, but it wasn't better than Hollywood, George Lucas Company, but it's still a big studio. Whereas my studio was independent, but it's actually bigger and better than Hollywood in quality. Bigger budget movies, higher paying work, better perks, all that stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. So Sarah? Yeah. But the actors in my movie don't get the public eye fame. Like John Boyega, Jimon Su, and all these guys are not going to be on a Jimmy Fallon show, Hollywood Reporter. No, I did not sell to the gates. They're kept behind the scenes with me, obviously, because my company is behind the scenes. But they're still more famous than what they are in Hollywood, obviously. Crazier fans, and the fans are going to be interviewing them on the streets with their phones. It's trending on X behind the scenes, but nothing's in the public eye. I did not sell to the gates. So my company is behind the scenes. No one in the public eye is going to talk about Skies Entertainment. I didn't sell the gates. But boy, will they be excited. Everyone's all buzzing on YouTube and everything. Holy shit, man. Ivan and Music started on film studio, man. Holy shit. They're in Hollywood, and I launched the website. You guys tune into that, and you get the news that I'm making Last Rosanas for $3 billion, $1 billion for each movie. The whole was going crazy. Holy shit, that's the biggest budget we ever made. Yeah, biggest budget we ever made, man. A revolutionization of technology, guys, right? It will blow James Cameron's Avatar world out of the water. As James Cameron probably put a good 100, 150 million around there towards his world. I'm putting 600 million towards my world and my battle scenes and my horror of the wolves and bats. Perhaps even a bit more if I had leftover money in the budget, right? Maybe 650 million, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. If you think your sewer lot will be in Vancouver, chances are no. Chances are my sewer lot might be outside Vancouver in another city, Vancouver area. Just like I live in Ottawa area, like Elmer is right next to the capital of Canada, Ottawa. Obviously, it's in Quebec, whereas Ottawa's in Ontario, but it's Ottawa area. So my land will probably be Vancouver area because I want to find a waterfront property for my studio lot. Chances are I'll be in another city, maybe Burnaby. Burnaby's right next to Vancouver. I don't know, another city next to Vancouver. But the house I'll be building in Vancouver. I'll find land in Vancouver. I'll build it there. But the studio lot will most likely be Vancouver area, another city, obviously, maybe 30 minutes away from where we live. Yeah. And you're looking at a beautiful studio lot for me, BJ, right? Come on. Yeah. He's like, oh my God, we own all this? I'm like, yeah, we do, sweetie. We own all this. She's all happy. Yeah. Because we're fucking boss together, man. We own the whole fucking studio, man. Yeah. Ivan, we own all this, Ivan. Like, this is a beautiful studio. We own it all, Ivan. I know, BJ. We're the boss. And we're funding a movie with our own money, BJ. We're fucking boss, man. Paying all the Hollywood actors their fucking salaries, man. We're fucking boss. Yeah. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 34 years old tomorrow. Yeah. 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 All right, but you got some balls to say Zayn's will be better than the Rings. No, guys, I'm not lying. Zayn's will be better than the Rings. It'll be close, but Zayn's will be the better movie. You'll see that movie in Rebecca Allen's Full Surfing, Volume 3, right? Yeah. But Ivan, trust me, man, the 1 year of shooting will go by fast too. And all the Hollywood actors for Zayn's are gonna have a blast shooting the movie. Yeah, even though it's dirty work, man, I'm having a fun time working on Ivan's movie because they know the whole world's buzzing about the movie. And a lot of people will be taking pictures of me shooting behind the scenes, just trying on X2. Me training with VJ, John, Yvonne, George, and all those guys. You see them shooting the movie. And the Hollywood actors might make some videos in their trailer and everything. Yeah, guys, it's day 100 of shooting. and all that stuff. Yeah, they're gonna post stuff, man. The whole world's tuning in. It's crazy. They're all buzzing about the movie, man. I can't wait for that movie to come out, man. I want to see that movie. Ed Number Devils and Demons, yeah. A great story told, man. That's why the actors are also gonna have a blast shooting too. And don't forget, I'm paying them a lot of money. They're millions. I'm spoiling them with an all-you-can-eat buffet every day, man. While they're shooting, all-you-can-eat buffet, man. Amazing food. Yeah. All-you-can-drink soft drinks, your milkshake. Getting spoiled, man. Yeah. As the vending machines will get demolished too, right? Because you're looking at 1,500 people eating food. And chances are most people are going to have at least like 2-3 drinks. And like milkshake, that will get demolished too, man. There's going to be very little leftovers for the extras. Maybe enough for 50 people, 80 people, 100 people, and that's it. The food's all done, man. Because the extras are going to demolish that food with the leftovers. Yeah, guys, there's a little bit of food left, and all the extras run. And they, after like 50, 70 extras serve the food, the food's all done. And all the other extras are pissed off. Oh, what the fuck, man? Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. It's first come, first serve, right? That's how it works. Don't hear me say, yeah. Yeah. All right, it's a wrap. Oh, Ivan, it's done? I'm like, yeah, guys, it's done, man. Yeah. Production ended after like, I don't know, 10, 12 months. That's a wrap. Yeah. And then Peter Jackson gives a speech. I like to thank all you guys for what you've done for this movie. Peter gives a speech. I give a speech. VJ gives a speech. And like, yeah. That's the day when everyone will say their goodbyes, pretty much. But it's not over yet. You have the world tour, which I most likely will go world touring, obviously, after during post production. Yeah. I'm gonna end it off with the last day of film staff party. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Today's the last day of filming staff party. And you have to get the guys to get a bunch of liquor and everyone. I do a huge party in Switzerland. I don't know. I can either do it in the middle of nowhere, staff party. Everyone gets drunk. Last day of shooting staff party. I'll be doing obviously for the staff, obviously, right. 1,500 people. You got to get like hundreds of bottles of liquor, man. Yeah, go to the store, get like, I don't know, 700, 800, 1,000 bottles of liquor. It'll cost me tens of thousands of dollars. I can easily afford it, guys. Yeah, you have to get like 1,000 bottles of liquor, something crazy for 1,500 people, right? Yeah. I do a last day of filming staff party. Peter gets drunk, John Vega, Von Joe J, me, VJ, Guillermo Torley, I'll get drunk. Barry Oswald, I'll get drunk. Yeah. Because in Hollywood, usually the last day of shooting, they do like a mini party, but it's like a shitty party. Like they have like drinks for everyone, but they might have maybe two. They get maybe a little bit tipsy. It's not like a crazy party where it's like all you can drink alcohol and you get drunk. Yeah. And the Hollywood actors will feel a bit like shit because they know the journey ended. But it's not over yet, guys. I might go world tour, and you have the world tour, and you have the red carpet event and the party at the Virgin's Art Resort. But the actors do know the journey pretty much ended because shooting has now completed, and now Hollywood will be throwing their agents a lot of offers. But the Hollywood actors, I told you, they don't really care about Hollywood. They rather work for me, obviously. They know the journey pretty much ended, obviously. They're like, oh, Ivan, it's done? I'm like, yeah, guys, it's done, man. Yeah, oh, man. Like, I went by fast, man. Yeah, the 4 years flew by, man. Yeah, man. And everyone's sent home, and then post-production will begin. I'll have the visual effects team work in my building in Vancouver. And Peter will be in Vancouver overseeing stuff. Or Mel. Obviously. Peter's like, do I get paid for this? I'm like, Peter, I gave you your $10 million bonus. That's your paycheck for post-production. I'm not paying you more money because you're greedy. But if you're not even working for post production, you're just watching and overseeing stuff, Peter. Yeah, Peter has to watch the rough cut. He has to oversee it, post production. Yeah, obviously. Peter will be in Vancouver for a good year around there. Obviously, because post production for Zanes will take a year plus. With that technology, Peter's like, yeah, Ivan, with this technology, it's going to take like a year plus to edit this, Ivan. Edit the 3 movies will take a good year and like maybe 2 months to edit it all, Ivan. Yeah, maybe a year and 2, 3 months to edit it. Obviously, maybe a year to edit it. 10, 11 months to edit it. Something crazy. So Peter will be in Vancouver with Guillermo del Toro overseeing everything. Yeah. What I'll do is I can send him home for maybe a week. During a week, like every like 2 months or something like that. That way he can spend time with his family, but he has to oversee post production. Peter, obviously, right? Yeah. Or Mel. Yeah. Why? When will the actors do their game work? I don't know. Probably maybe third year they'll be doing game work. While they're training in Vancouver, they'll be doing their game work too. So they're working. They're working a lot, obviously. Or most likely after production's done, that's when the actors will be flown to Vancouver for a good maybe month and a half. I'll have them stay at a hotel, and then they'll be doing their game work. Only take a good like month and a half to do the game work. It won't take long. They just record their lines, and they wear the motion capture technology for the game, and they're done, and they get their check. Yeah, for the game, right? Yeah. Yeah. So the Hollywood actors aides will have that shitty feeling. Yeah, once production's done, they know the journey is like officially pretty much over. Even if I go world touring, I mean the journey is already done. The movie's already done, right? But they're still gonna be living the life of me during the world tour. So, but the world tour will only be maybe a month and a half, 2 months of touring, obviously. And after that, you have post production, which will take a good year. And then after that, I ended off with a red carpet event at the Virgin Dock Resort, and I do the party with the actors. And once that party is done, that's when the journey is officially over. Everyone hugs each other, they say their goodbyes, and that's when everyone will beg me just to resign them, obviously. Because they know the journey is actually over. Yeah. I don't want to go back to Hollywood actors. Yo, Ivan, man, I had a blast, man. I don't want to go back to Hollywood, Ivan. I want to work for you. I don't want to be left behind, Ivan. They don't want to be left behind, man. They want to be saved. They know even though Hollywood offer them lucrative contracts, they know they're going to be the side attention in Hollywood. Their careers are the side attention. Obviously, EVJ's career is the main event with the greatest Ava Cannon Reeves, right? Yeah, man. That's why they're all going to beg, obviously. Yeah. So you know you're moving on to your next movie. Yeah, it's a shitty feeling knowing that like you got paid all that money and you got to be a movie star with Ivan. You're the main event with Ivan and VJ and you're training with them and everything. The world's hyped about the movie and you know you're gonna go back to Hollywood and Ivan and VJ are moving on to the next movie and they're gonna be the main event for that too. And they're gonna be world famous for that too, and we're all the side attention. Oh, it's a shitty feeling, obviously. That's why they're all begging, obviously. Because the actors know as long as they're in my movie, their career doesn't feel meaningless and like it's a side attention. It means something because they're the stars in a movie with Ivan and VJ. They're the stars of the movie with Ivan and VJ, and they're part of the main event with Ivan and VJ. When they go back to Hollywood, they're no longer the main event. They're the side attention. Their movies are side attention. Yeah, they're making more money and they can sell their movies better now. The movies are hits. Still the side attention, obviously. If Andre does an $80 million budget movie, that movie makes $450 million. The movies have made some profit, but that movie's still the side attention. The Great Escape is the main event with Iron and VJ and Keanu Reeves and all those guys. John Boyega makes a $100 million budget movie. The movie does $600 million. It's a huge hit, but I mean, it's still the side attention of this movie, right? That's my point. My point is now they can bargain for more money in Hollywood because they're world famous. Hollywood knows they're world famous and they're legends. Everyone will remember these guys from Zanus. They're legends. These guys can sell their movies a bit better now. That's why they can bargain for more money now. But they're still not making the money that I can pay them, obviously. And what? And they know their careers are side attention in Hollywood. They know that. That's why they feel like shit and they're gonna beg, obviously. Yo, I'm not playing around, man. I don't want to go back, man. I don't want to go back home, and I want to work for you, Ivan. Please, man. I'm like, no, guys, man. You're not good for the Grace of Keanu Reeves, you crazy people. Yeah. Ivan, VJ, please, please. please, 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 please. I'm sad. Yeah, they're paying hard. Some of them might be crying. I'm like, no, guys. I'm not going to have to deal with that, man. You're not good for the Grace of Keanu Reeves, guys, okay? You're not good. Okay, you go to serve, man. You're gonna go back to Hollis and be left behind. You go to serve. There you go. No hate inside. Yeah. 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 All right. Well, the Hollywood actors ask you what movie you're doing next. Yeah, they might. They're curious, obviously, because they want to do next. Well, I have what movie you doing next? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a secret agent movie. Oh, like James Bond? Yeah, something like John Wick, James Bond. Yeah, it's called The Great Escape. Yeah, me and Vijay, we can't find jobs, and then we get recruited. We work for this secret organization. Then we end up escaping, and then we find out it's dirty. That there's no getting out alive. I mean, that sounds like a sick movie. I know. And I mean, that movie. I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for the movie, man. I know you want me in my next movie. You're not good for this movie, Samsara. Keanu Reeves. They might ask me that because they're curious, right? before it doesn't happen, because guarantee when I do the one-on-one interviews with the actors during the world tour, if I go world touring, the interviews might ask like John Mayga, Bon Jovi, Bonsu, Edges Alba, and all those guys, like, hey, well, like, what's next for you guys? What's next for you guys in your career? And they're gonna say, yeah, I'm doing this movie in Hollywood. Yeah, because the actors got offers from the Hollywood companies. Yeah, I'll be doing this movie in Hollywood, like this big budget movie in Hollywood. Yeah, like all these A&R stars are doing big budget, like 100 plus million dollar budget movies. Because I opened more doors for them in Hollywood. Yeah, they're like, yeah, I'm doing this big budget movie in Hollywood. But they still feel like shit because, yeah, like even though I'm going to be more successful in Hollywood, my career is a side tangent, I'd rather work for Ivan. Ivan and Vijay, what's next for you guys? He's like, yeah, we're doing a secret agent movie, The Great Escape. Oh, yeah, and the Hollywood actors feel like shit when you say that. Because they know me and Vijay are going to be the main event for that too, and they're the side tension left behind Hollywood. It's actually funny. That's why they're going to beg, man. Yeah. Why are they feel like shit, Ivan? Because they know they're going to be left behind. When I'm experiencing that fame with Keanu Reeves for The Great Escape, like me and Vijay are the main event for that movie, and these Hollywood actors are now the side tension in Hollywood. That's why they feel like shit, obviously. They're doing big budget movies. They're getting paid more money, and they still feel like shit because their movies are side tension. They're not the main event. It feels like as if your career is over and like it's meaningless. It's not over and it's not meaningless, but they have that feeling, that shitty feeling. It feels that way. That's why they're going to beg, because they don't want to be left behind by two gods. They want to be saved. That's why they're going to feel like shit. Think about this, guys. The Hollywood actors got offered, the Zayn stars got offered lucrative offers in Hollywood by the Hollywood companies, and they're doing like 50 million, 100, 150 million budget movies. Yeah, I'm doing this big movie. I don't know, Don Cheadle and Edges Alba were like, yeah, we're doing this big like 200 million budget movie in Hollywood, which could make maybe 800, even $1 billion, and even then they still feel like shit because their careers are the side tension. Ivan Vijay's Great Escape Keanu Reeves is the main event. But I opened more doors for in Hollywood. You're welcome, guys, right? Yeah, you did, Ivan. You opened more doors for us, but we don't want to go back to Hollywood. I want to work for you. I know, guys, but you're not good for the Great Escape Keanu Reeves. And I keep saying that, right? You're not good. Sarah. Yeah. So the interviews will ask them. Yeah, of course they will. Yeah, what's next for you in your career? Yeah, I got it. I'm doing this movie in Hollywood. This big budget, like $100 million budget movie in Hollywood. Like some of the actors are gonna say that, the Zayn stars. And they asked me, Vijay, what's next for you guys? I'm like, yeah, Vijay's like, yeah, we're doing a secret agent movie. The Great Escape. Yeah. We tell them a little brief idea of what it's about. And all the Hollywood actors are like, oh man, that movie looks sick. I want to be part of that secret agent movie. Yeah, they want to be part of that secret agent movie with all the Zayn stars. But they're not good for the movie. Yeah, man, I'm not going to have you guys treat like that, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's why Scotch will boil the water. As Zayn's with the greatest movie you ever made. Anyways, guys, here's what I guys want to show. Omara, I'm saying, peace out, guys. Hope you guys want to show. Don't hate him, son.